Apple launched the AirPods 4 almost a month ago, and today we'll be talking about this product and telling you guys if it's worth buying or upgrading from the existing AirPods, the second generation, first generation, or third generation. Now, with no further ado, we'll be talking about this product and giving you my thoughts and my review of everything I've experienced so far in that 1 month period. So the first thing we'll be doing is the unboxing. Now, as you guys can see, the box is pretty much standard like the other boxes from the older generations. This box is pretty much simple, has the AirPods in the front, the Apple logo on the left, and the top here has some writing that says AirPods ANC, which is pretty standard. And then we have just some other information in the back. We're gonna go ahead and open the product and see what's inside. Now, the first thing we are greeted with is the same manual that we have normally that comes standard with the AirPods or any Apple product actually. We don't get any stickers though. Apple is pretty much done with stickers, and as you guys can see, we just get manuals, no stickers, no nothing, just a piece of paper, and that's it. Now on to the product that we're looking for, which is what we're talking about today, which is the AirPods 4 ANC. And also, as you guys can see, we no longer get a charger in the box, which is wild. Now, as I said, I'm upgrading from the second generation, so I'm used to cables, not used to not seeing anything in the box. So for persons who did own the third generation and maybe the AirPods Pro might have seen this. But yes, we no longer get any cables at all. Normally we'd get a USB cable in the box, but we don't. Now, what are we switching our focus to the AirPods themselves? Now let's talk about the AirPods themselves. Now the first thing we're talking about is battery life. Now you do have a 5-hour listening time with ANC off, and you have a 4-hour listening time with the ANC enabled. With the case itself, you have up to 30 hours of listening time with the ANC off and 20 hours with the ANC active. We also have the new H2 chip, which pretty much helps with those head gestures and other tasks like being able to connect to other devices, which is pretty dope. Now with the setup process, this was fairly easy. I didn't have any struggles with setting up the headphones themselves to my phone and getting it paired. Also had a bunch of features that I'll be talking in the feature section of this video, but also it had a bunch of features that you had to either decline or accept when pairing everything. And I went ahead and went through every single feature it had and pretty much turned them off and turned some off based on my use case and liking. But let's dive into some of the more pressing issues, which is the outside appearance and also the features. So let's get into that. Now the outside appearance of the device is we do have a Type-C port on the bottom with the speaker grill, which pretty much helps with Find My support, which is good. Now the device is smaller than the older version of the AirPods 3, but it also removed some of the magnets in the back of the AirPods case, so it's not able to fit with the MagSafe, but it's able to use the Apple Watch MagSafe charger to pretty much charge this device, which is pretty nice. Now in my use case, I've realized some things, which is the ability to now hit the front panel of the AirPods case itself to pair a new device or unpair it from an old existing device that you have. And also we do have much smaller AirPods and even more slipperier ones because they are sometimes even difficult to get out of the AirPods case, which is a bummer, and to me, I find it, I even drop it at times while removing it from this case. Now we also have a chime when plugged in to the AirPods themselves, which is cool. You can turn this on in the features, you can turn that off as well, which is pretty dope. But that's pretty much everything we need to talk about the case itself. The case is pretty much nice. It has pretty much the same hinges as before, has that same pop sound. Everything to me is more of a similar to the older generation of AirPods, and with just a few minor updates to the AirPods lineup. Now let's talk about the AirPods features. Now, the first thing that we'll be addressing is the new H2 chip. Now, the new H2 chip has pretty much brought all these new AI features to this device, and we're going ahead and talking about each one. Now, the first feature we'll be talking about is the H2 chip being able to now pair faster and help with switching between devices much easier than the older models. Now, what I've seen so far is that the faster pairing times by just opening it up, and by the way, by the time I put it in, it'll be connected right away. Then we also have the dynamic switching, or just switching easier whenever you're on different devices, whether it's your MacBook desktop or your MacBook laptop, or you have a phone or tablet. It will just switch seamlessly between each one, a little bit more faster than my old AirPod Gen 2, which I don't know if a lot of people would notice that, but it is something to mention. Now, the second thing is the transparency mode. Now the transparency mode on this device has been a really good and game-changing feature in my opinion, because I'm coming from the Gen 2 AirPods that didn't have this feature, and literally being able to just turn this feature on by pressing the stem of the headphones to enable it, I can now hear in my environments and now be aware of certain things when I couldn't before. So this is pretty nice. I've never used the Pros or the Pro 2, but I can say I love this feature, and it's a really good add to this device, being able to boost my vocals and hear a lot of the outside noises. Now, adaptive audio is another feature that they do have. Now, this adaptive audio pretty much adapts to the environment, making your audio sound a little bit better. And pretty much, I would say this is personalized audio, which that's the feature you'll be seeing in your settings. Now, this feature just helps in making your audio balance out when using the ANC feature, like listening to music and other features. So the next feature is conversational awareness. Now, this feature pretty much picks up on your voice and lowers your volume to a really low volume to let you hear voices in your environment. So for example, you are in the bus or the train, this will pretty much reduce your volume whenever you start speaking to someone, so you can hear that person when talking. Now, this feature comes in handy whenever you're doing those scenarios, but whenever you aren't, like say for instance singing or reading, this will lower your volume in those scenarios as well. And I find it a pain at times using that feature, so I myself turn this feature off. Now, the next feature is Find My Support. Now, this headphones does have Find My Support baked in, which you can now pinpoint, locate your AirPods wherever they are by just opening your AirPods on the Find My app. Now, this only works with Bluetooth, and that's the only downside versus the AirPods Pro millimeter wave technology, which lets you find it from a farther distance. So you definitely have to be a little bit closer to find this one, and that's the only downside of the AirPods. It also has speakers on the front, which I've said before, that helps you with finding it as well, which pretty much just beeps it so you can find the precise location when looking for it, which is pretty nice. Now, the next and final feature, which is the ANC, active noise cancellation. Now, in my experience, active noise cancellation has been superb in my opinion. Now, you do have in lower volumes, you would definitely can hear stuff in the background slightly, but also you will have that seal whenever the ANC is turned on. You will feel that hair pressure in your ears at times, and I definitely wish it didn't have that. But I say it's still good, and even if you're using this feature like the ANC, you can definitely not hear anything in your environment when listening to music at even 80% volume. And I love the ANC on this device. It's amazing. I would definitely recommend anybody who is looking to pick this up first for ANC. Now, before I go to my verdict, I want to go ahead and show you guys what the microphone sounds like so you guys have an idea. So this is the AirPods 4 ANC, and this is the indoor test of how this microphone sounds. I'm gonna go to the window where you can hear a lot of the outside noises, and just let me know if you guys are hearing any microphone noises from the outside. Now I'm pretty much next to the window where I'm outside. We can hear cars and buses going by, and just let me know if you guys are hearing any of those noises in the background. If you're not, then we are Gucci. Now, pretty much that is my test of the microphones themselves, so I can literally get an example of how they sound. Pretty much it sounded exactly identical. Like, you can hear the headphones whenever going to the window, it goes slowly more into like a vacuum, so it's doing all its wizardly magic with the AI sensing the noises and trying to fix all those things. Now, the last and final thing is my verdict. I say if you are upgrading from the AirPods 2nd gen, this is miles better than the 2nd generation, and I definitely would say upgrade from the old version of the AirPods to this one because of the features like ANC, being able to pretty much actively see your status of your AirPods at all times on your phone. If you do have a iPhone and using it, you can put a widget on your device. You can do Find My support. You can pretty much ping this device if you lose it, and the audio quality is amazing. Like, the difference between how it sounds with bass and treble is just way better, and the microphone quality is much better than the old one. So I say, guys, if you are looking to upgrade from the 2nd gen, go ahead and upgrade. This is a way better device than the old one. Now, when it comes down to price, I would say the base version without ANC would be good as well, but I say with the ANC you definitely get that ANC vibe, noise canceling feature that I love so much and I use a lot. So if you guys like the ANC and want to use that, then get that. If you don't, then don't get the ANC and just listen to music, whatever. Without ANC, still sounds great. Keeping your music at about 80% level, you pretty much won't hear all those noises in your environment. So don't let people fool you. You won't hear nothing once the music's playing. So without, then you will hear a lot of things in your background. But that's my verdict. Hope you guys like this video, and please leave a like and subscribe for more. See you guys. Peace.